Right, I think we're taking part in a big battle today, I don't know. I got a few hints that there was fighting going on. Just organize all this. Boom, boom, boom. Monetization on. Details. Which one was it? Oh yeah, it's this one. That was quick. It's all about Monster Hunter now. Algorithm.
Here's the definition of algorithm. A process or set of rules.
This thing is stupid. Boom, boom, boom. Aye.
How are things looking at Maleshov?
Why don't my cheats just jump up?
How is Maleshov?
Właśnie stamtąd wróciłem. Jedno wiem na pewno. Ten zamek ma kurwa słuszne obwarowania.
Could you slow down a bit? I'm trying to understand you, but I can't keep up.
O co ci chodzi?
This is going nowhere. I need Uher to translate. What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Maleshov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Maleshov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you?
I wouldn't call that, Val.
Nothing much.
How are you keeping, lad?
They took care
Any
of my
news?
wounds and then stuck me in a room.
Any mad
with
people in the comment section
they
yet?
treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from
Nah, I have to do a stretch this
damned
morning.
room. It's a good thing
I
you
need to
got
get
me
back
out of
up and
there.
start doing yoga. The room?
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? I was... It's just that since Nabokov...
Oh,
He
God.
shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
Oh, I wonder if we'll see his new castle on a DLC or something.
They didn't let you out at all. But you were in that room for ages.
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. but most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
What did von Berghoff want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they can just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information about Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have in the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
What did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit, and then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vakilin. He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes, although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I agree. He seems quite likeable. And he's got a score to settle with Sigismund, like we do.
He certainly has.
Guys, fancy asking.
Why is it so important to capture Otto von Berghoff?
Isn't it obvious?
Pray enlighten me.
Look, Otto von Berghoff is the supreme chamberlain of this land. He's in charge of all the royal towns and monasteries, meaning he is worth his weight in silver.
So, it's ransom we're after?
Not quite. Von Berghoff is one of the leaders of the League of Lords against the king. If we want the lords to free our king, we have to force them to do it. And capturing von Berghoff would be the best way to do that.
And to think, until recently, you couldn't give a damn about politics.
Fucking hell.
How does Zizka want to attack Maleshov?
He didn't tell me much, but I got the impression it'll be a bit different compared to the usual tactics. A major operation.
Such secrecy. It almost seems like he doesn't trust us.
True. Ziska's being damned tough.
Lad of the lords of my lord, of the leagues of my lord, of the leagues of the league of the lords.
And I'm
I
sure
remember
a
of the
lot
league
more
of the league of the
Any of
lords.
them could betray us.
You think there could be a spy amongst us?
Doubtful. All of us here would gladly stab
Yuki,
Sigismund.
Well, that
Monster
traitor
Hunter
von
must be
Berghoff.
big.
Brabant and I still owe
Because
him quite
Matt
a bit of
Easton's
payback.
gone off and made a video on
I can't wait
Monster
to see the
Hunters.
look on his face when we take him captive.
His cover photo is good though. I like his cover photo.
What do you think about the Dry Devil?
Hinek. He's a right bastard.
I'll have to do
I'd rather
a
fight
short
with
on
him than
monsters
against
today, so
So why does Zizka trust him so much?
Hinek is Jobst's ally, and Sigismund is their common enemy.
what's all this then? Is Henry on holiday? No, yeah, I think they're getting ready for battle. Alright, there he is. 1 second. I need to see if I can get more stuff off him. Oh, did I learn his tricks already?
It will take some time acquiring, especially what would.
Oh yeah, there is horsemanship. I'll
When
take
we
that
were
off him.
fleeing Maleshov, your skill in the saddle was
What's all
plain
this
to
then?
see.
Bien sûr.
Oh yeah.
You cannot travel across half the world and not know
Man,
how
I
to
need somebody to
ride.
stretch me out. Somebody come
My
over from my
word.
home and stretch me
Is
out.
there anything you can't do?
I cannot say, but I must admit that I sometimes surprise even myself with my knowledge.
Ugh.
On my travels, I learned that great men can do many things.
What I like about
But
this
the greatest
place is everyone's
can
always
teach
drunk.
others too. So pay attention. I will show you a few tricks I learned in the saddle. Allons-y, mon ami. Let us not waste any time.
Boys are wild.
What awaits us at Maleshov?
A short but nonetheless dangerous battle.
Why is he
in the
broke
best
up?
case scenario.
We haven't even started the battle yet. He's already
Worse.
drunk and
Things go to
broke
fucking
up.
hell, and our worldly cares will be over. So prepare well. This really won't be easy.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm
let's
ready. For anything.
Good. The task won't wait. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
I'll wait with you.
I don't know, Henry. You
Not
might
like
be
a few
drunk.
cold ones in the meantime.
I'm not drinking today. I want to have a clear head.
No, he's already
But
drunk.
once we have von Berghoff locked up, I'll gladly drink the whole
Is that
Riesling
yeah,
fine.
yeah, it's the horse in the green. I had to go with green because I was going with, what was it? Anglo-Irish style for everything. So I was like, I have to go with the old green horse.
So I say him, what do you expect? Where do you drink like fish? Fish are not able to walk either.
And then he threw you out?
No, he cannot, because...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Capitaine?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work, Zizka.
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Berghoff won't stay in Maleshov forever.
So tonight,
Before dawn. Even the dogs will still be snoring. And we'll have plenty of time to move.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinek. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that, cannon.
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the artillery in Sempak, weren't you?
yes, but in the guard detail. I don't know shit about firing.
Well, at least it's some kind of experience.
I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You've already helped quite enough, Frenchmen.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed off such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I was there.
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how to handle it?
Oui. If I have a few strong men to assist me.
All right. Kubianka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our asses. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them off. We'll split into two groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side and cause mayhem. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack, make a racket. In short, anything that will lure the fortress garrison out into the open. You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out, the trap falls.
And the rest will go like this. Listen up. Maleshov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified.
Jesus.
It's got a moat,
Deserter
two
hanging
gates,
out.
and a big tower. That's where von Berghoff will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge, and through the gate. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside. Then, you'll let us in.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls of St. Killian.
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first time for us. And besides, this time we've got artillery to back us up. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out, we'll drag von Berghoff right out of bed.
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after the attack, we'll pull back to Sukhto Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially since he missed the last skirmish with von Berghoff. Any questions?
What should I do?
You and Sam come with me. I need your youthful... zeal.
Everything is clear to me.
We're glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Maleshov before the cock crows.
That's better kick off.
Kurwa.
Oh, it ain't a mess about there.
What the fuck? Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
No, just wait a moment.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
Well, I don't know if...
Listen, Von Bergau's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line. Especially if I can have the element of surprise.
Oh, if I don't care.
The trap must be sprung.
So, let's go and do our job and hope things don't get fucked up for once. If anyone runs for the forest, let them go. The other yokels are out of luck.
Just go down and just genocide the town, is it? Oh, who's this? Oh, it's
Leave him be. Can't help anyone anyway. What you gaping at? We've a job to finish. Get to it. I'll be watching you. See whether you do what you're supposed to.
Unleash the hounds. Down to go commit mass genocide. See how my monetization holds up this morning. Yo, you just in time for the genocide. Go and cook in a town. Oh, monetization's still up. Oh, can't let her get away. Look, come back here, you. Come back. Oh, I've ruined it. I've let the women get away. God damn it. What do I need to do? 1 second. Do I just murder? Is it? Here am I chasing women down the road. Get the villagers to flee. Oh, flee! Oh, I meant to help them. Oh, right. Where am I going? Are you fleeing or what?
You won't die. Just run. Get away. Hide in the forest.
What's going on?
Come on, then. After me. Come on, then. We have forward. Come on, then. After me. Come on, Henry, quick! Let's go, man!
I'm here now.
Well, that wasn't Call of Duty genocide.
Is everything
all
right?
Aye. The village is ours. What next?
Now we'll go for von Berkov. He's the key to freeing our
His
king.
armor's all nice and done up.
So, we still have the hardest part ahead of us. Help will soon arrive from the fortress. We'll hide on both sides of the road and ambush them. With that, the trap will have been sprung, and von Berghoff will be left with just a few men at the castle. We'll make quick work with them.
I understand.
Good. To the task, friend.
Alright, when do I have to put my helmet on? Time to get this party started. You can't Hans in front of me. Just waiting to set up the ambush. Didn't realise that Kingdom of Come would actually have to make their way in real time. Oh, is that it? Going dressed up and ready to go. Go back. Oh, here we go, boys. We're on. Right, let's go.
I'll hack your ass off!
Got one anyway. Start chopping these boys up. Thank God for locking, I can actually tell when we're chopping up. He went out now. Someone getting overexcited over there. Or do we have to move up again?
And now, that fucking fortress.
All done here. Now to get to the fortress.
The trap was sprung.
And those poor wretches are in God's hands.
Poor Percy's had to
war,
do
aren't we?
anything
Up to our ears,
he
sir.
was pulled.
Up to our ears. It's almost your time. You need to sneak quietly over the wall, youngsters.
It's still dark. That'll give us cover.
I'll go with them.
I appreciate it, but this is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not to die here.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
I'd like to see what they look like.
Here I am, Kalani. We got leather. And other go ahead to check out fortress.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry, open up the first gate for Zizka.
And then we'll storm in there like a fox into a chicken coop.
I understand. Let's go.
Exactly. Off you go. No time to waste.
Good luck, fellas.
A little later on, boys hopping over the wall with ladders.
The guards are busy with the fire in the village on the other side. Let's go, fellas.
Just stuff. Which one can you tell is Hans, huh? Big shield on top of Hans's back, like a big X and all. Take me, take me.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there. Neckarfrey and do it already.
Yeah. Just a moment.
You go first, Henry. Watch out for the guards. You go first, Henry. Watch out for the guards.
Yeah, I'm over. There's no one on this wall, that's strange. They all asleep or something. Open the first gate, roger. Well, I picked that one up.
Open that gate.
Those are already guard. Hans is falling over. Is he okay? Switch over to another weapon. We won't be switching up for that one. Some firing done. This will get me good. Take a knee this time. Shit, somebody's getting me good.
Chop your balls off!
We can't take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time!
They're all out of time! Why?
Let's go.
Henry, look after your lord, will ya?
And now take cover, but let's go, quick!
Right, I'm gonna go for the polar. Although the pole arm is really weak. So I should have to do overpowered longsword. Longswords are overpowered right now. And I bring out an update if I bring down
Take that fucker out! Damn it! Extra! Send you to hell, little thief! Good job!
Before you get the loot armor. What's this guy?
Die for that, you butt! Let's go, men! Henry! Clean things up here! Sam! Ada! Someone get an axe and turn this fucking door into splinters!
They're dropping shot offs.
There's still archers in the tower! Everyone take cover!
He's all broke up trying to get up.
Blacksmith boy, come here, quick!
Yeah, I'm warming up. Where are you putting away those shields? Where are we going?
What are you doing there?
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked.
Von Berghoff is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and we're running out of time.
We'll have to parley with him.
Oi. We're not gonna give up now.
That's right. Let's go. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamberlain. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what Von Berghoff comes up with.
Fuck all! He's trapped!
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you honorably capitulate!
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Kirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
Is there a point to any of this? I mean, we can avoid further trouble.
I agree. There is no point to any of this. And on top of everything, it is absolutely inappropriate in the presence of a noble lady.
Rosa retard.
Lord Capon! Henry!
Oh, Henry has to save her.
I don't know why we can't make a deal. Ransom would be a good solution for both sides.
How is that?
We'll get money and free the king, and you'll have time to change sides once things with Sigismund go to hell. And since you're our prisoner, you won't lose face in the eyes of your League of Lords or Sigismund. And you can still settle your differences with Wenceslas.
Damn it.
All
right.
Can you give me any guarantees?
Why, of course. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Your word, Bjergstein?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. Your dead body would be worthless to us.
Ha! How sincerely simple, huh, Enoch? But yes, I can trust you. When it comes to ransom, you can always be counted on.
Fine! But what will it be, Lord von Berkoff? You can flatter the devil all you want later.
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not in the interest of the kingdom to wage a war against each other. On the contrary, by becoming allies, we can all gain, ensure peace, and liberate our king. Very well. Agreed. We are coming out.
That was easy.
Ah. How fickle Lady Fortune is.
What's that?
First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom.
We got married in the first half of the wed.
You would have thought back in the Barkov things would turn up.
I can't remember which year.
Come on.
Aye.
So I'm sticking by that.
Mhm.
Move.
Aye.
Early 21st century.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done. No! He's under my protection. He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Covered in blood.
Fuck, that was a blast. My skull's ringing.
We get to loot. That's what
The
I'm
way
wondering.
that Brabant loaded last, sir. It nearly blew his French ears off. It is wonder that Fox survived.
You got lucky today. You won't next time.
The finger of God is fucked. Sorry, I must have cost the king's ransom. Oh, my lady!
Oh, aye, that's a mace, alright. Used for smashing in helmets.
Anyway, I think we're all done here.
Rosa's happy that she got rescued.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, they're ready to leave.
Aye. The problem in Kingdom Come right now is it's a bit unbalanced. The swords are overpowered. They had a dev blog or whatever on it. Like,
go ahead.
and they said they're gonna rebalance
I'll
the
just have a
game
look
again.
around here.
So maces and pole arms do more damage again to full plate armor. Because right now to beat full plate armor, just longsword for everything in this game. Just learn to be good with the longsword and you can beat everything. Which makes the game unbalanced, like. Ah, we get to loot. That's what loot we have. Nothing special. At least I get to take some groceries. Yeah, it's shitty armor. What swords do they have? Broadsword. Yo, what's the crack? How are you keeping? How you doing, kid? Still kitty. Still shite, kid. I get it. What you're. Oh, because like a mace should be there to smash in the helmets, like. Steel. Aye. Can I hop over that? Okay. Was listening to a podcast about Irish mythology. It's a wonder why they don't teach it in schools. I got that criticism alright a few times, especially up in the north. People want more Irish history taught up in the north, like. But it's the same thing down south. I say the same thing down south as well. Not enough medieval history and mythology gets taught down south either as well. Oh, it's too low level. The kit is terrible. Compared to the previous one, people had better kit. Tougher soldiers than the last one. I think it was the crossbow men were difficult enough in this level. I need to get myself a good crossbow on the go. I like having the gun, but it's very inaccurate, like. Just take their money. Looting it dead. It's not like they'll need their money ever again. No wonder half these guys got confused. Like, isn't he wearing the same colours as the other lads? Oh, slightly different maybe. There was a King Bran, I believe he was called, and he and the mate sailed to the Tirnanog and found an island of jokers and the island of beautiful women. Aye. Is that the one where they were coming from down what they believe is Spain today, and then they sailed over from there? Boom, boom, boom. Anything inside here? Is there even an upstairs here? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, more chopped up. Oops, didn't mean to take his pants. I swear, lads, I did not mean to take his pants. Oh yeah, loot all these guys. Oh, it's been barricaded. Oh, can I hop over it? Yes, you can hop over barricades. I don't think there's anything special anyway. You're not going to get the upstairs barricade anyway. Anything downstairs? Downstairs has been stripped. Glad they planned for you not to be taking much. It could have been, but the way the priest recorded it, it was mythology world and yeah, it's funny, but the people talked about that, how they go into the complication of space and time is very awesome, pretty much. Let's see if there's anything decent here. Henry just looting the place like a lunatic. Hunting cap's not bad. Everything else is kind of shy. Anything else in here? Place to be stripped down. Yeah, they prepared everything, didn't they? What's this? I'll take that. Okay. Yeah, slippery. Right, we'll take off so. Not too much loot. Didn't say there was that much this time, lads. Not with this one at all. Still very low leveled characters. Very low leveled enemies. I thought we weren't supposed to. Oh, alright, we have to go all the way over there. Get Henry some food. Some bread. There we go. Jesus, the horses have them for serious purpose. It's crazy how most Scottish clans descend from the Enail. This is KCD stream. Apologies. Oh no, I don't care. It's all history to me. That's what I like talking about. Give us a second. Actually, I'll check the horse. The horse is grand. I think it's better. Finn, I looked up the Tirnanock. Interesting. It's good stuff. Like, she's all right, but not as good. Settle is also not as good. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, we'll make our way up north. It's always great when an old ambush works. There's a horse and a rider laying on the road. Arms around her, bending over. Alright, what's going on here? This is just himself. Or is it going to be someone else? Okay. That was going to be a proper ambush. It was there for a few seconds going, okay, is this guy going to ambush me or what? I wonder what happened. Did you just not ambush you right, or? The noble? Oh. Nothing special though. Yes, very positive. It has been some origin. Yeah, Tirnanock is really important, especially right now, with the similarities between the, especially during the Bronze Age, they can find similarities and finds between the Iberian Peninsula, modern-day Spain, and Ireland. Because doesn't Tirnanock talk about how they came over from Iberia over? I think so. I think some people speculate it might be Spain. But I call it as an what was it called? Mythology story behind it. But then on top of that as well, it's very interesting because just before around 70 AD, when Roman mercenaries come to Ireland, there is a Malaysian dynasty in Ireland, and they originated over from Iberia as well, allegedly. Shit. What's this on here? Put my helmet down. Watch the dog behind him. There, got it. Oh, this one's gone. Is he the only one now? I'm gonna walk around with this. I believe there are multiple invasions. Yeah, definitely different waves, especially for the periods it's covering. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, because some of those go all the way back to 2,000 years and so on and so forth. Like, or is it 2000 BC and stuff? So I wouldn't be surprised if there were multiple waves that came out of Iberia and various other locations. given that the way, you know, those waves that there were. Because originally they thought this was all happening in 300 BC. That's why when people use the word Celtic, I'm like, okay, could you define that? Because some of these terms that they thought were Celtic, they thought were coming from 300 BC. But from the Book of Invasions, some of this may have happened in 2800 BC. And, you know, over time have become become part of our mythology, like.
So Beaker period. No.
What's that?
Before the Beaker period.
Yeah, even the Beaker people. But I actually do believe in that it was. I don't 100% believe in it. I do believe that it was a lot of it was inspired and then mythologized over time, like. Yeah.
So hot.
I don't think it's too bad today. Yeah. Yeah. The Galatians, the people that have Ireland in 5 provinces. Came from Greece. Yeah, they believe they originated from Greece, that dynasty. I thought they were. Sorry, I've heard of it before. Some people speculating that they were from Greece. This is gonna get funny because there's 2 girls now. You've got Catherine and Rosa. I wonder if there's a version where you can just chat up.
What do you think about Maleshov? You were damn lucky.
Unlike the villagers, I don't even want to know how many you left.
I wasn't
dead.
originally. Well, she's pissed off with me anyway. There's no chance of getting what you want.
That's what you men always say.
Oh.
She's pissed off because we commit genocide.
But what? What?
Would you not be pissed off?
You lot slaughtered innocent people. Mothers.
Oh God's sake.
Fathers.
You know we were attacking.
Didn't you live through it yourself?
I couldn't do anything.
Sure. No one can ever do anything. You're just following orders.
I thought she
but
was
the dead don't care.
Yeah, she's a spy for us.
Paid the price for all of you. Sometimes I wonder if we're any better than animals.
What animals?
Me. Go and celebrate your victory or something.
That's what I'll do. Do you know?
Any idea what will happen next?
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
I'll go over to your girl, so she was more fun anyway.
You've got to do something crazy occasionally if you want to achieve big things, don't you?
That's right. Occasionally.
So,
she just gets more and more pissed off.
No regrets about how things turned out.
Why should I have?
Oh God, she's just been over dramatic. What she got. We'll go for that Rosa one. She's probably happy out reading the book.
What she did was a righteous thing. Oh, it makes me want to.
There's a reason why I preferred Rosa.
Kill her again.
Jesus Christ, you bitchy.
Once was enough. The girls have been avenged. And that's the main thing, isn't it?
I suppose so, but I don't feel.
Yeah. Who's she criticizing? She went chopping people up too.
I feel a bit relieved that it wasn't because of me that Alice died. Although, in a way, it's almost worse. She died because of some mad woman.
I know, but look at it from the other side. You were the instrument of God's punishment. And nobody else is going to die because of that habit.
True. But how am I alone the instrument of God's punishment? Without you, we wouldn't have found out anything. So once again, thank you very much, Henry.
God, I don't know if she was being sarcastic there or what. Well, we know I won't be getting with 2 girls at once anyway. I think I've already gotten all these skills.
Was brauchst du, mein Herr?
Can we fight together?
We can. You do not.
Forget it.
We can. Just, mein Freund.
I just want to learn tricks.
How's it going, Captain? What of it?
Zum Glück, if you look.
Yeah, I've already done those ones.
Gott mit dir sein.
Someone just call her wanker, what the hell? About the Beaker people, I'm aware everyone has a bit of DNA from them, way or another, Dutch or Iberian, but the highest amount of ancestry is in Tyrone, I believe. What do you mean by that? As in you just came out of the ground one day? Time to come out of the ground. Yawn. Yeah, so we don't have to talk to. Let's block up the no, he's off. Or at least the game I played which featured Tyrone having Bell, Beaker, Kings and Queens was surrounding culture were the Fallbarg and interesting.
So, I'm back. How's it going?
Although I think
you got anything out of von Berghoff?
Not yet.
Could be true.
We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
What do you mean? Do I have to wait until tomorrow? Come back here, I haven't finished talking. You've got more dialogue. Let's go flying out the window.
Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me. That's right.
Is von Berghoff's interrogation starting soon?
I like these comments. Hi. Jack the to the Dan in there.
After the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
What else do you have?
I'm not sure what to think of Maleshov. I reckon it was a success. I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
You can't get over that burned down village, can you?
The devil was acting like a common butcher. How can you have any respect for him?
The devil likes killing a bit too much. But he did what he had to do. Time was at stake. So were our very lives. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king.
Only us Irish are
protecting
the
innocence.
only ones
And believe me,
that have any
that's
idea
exactly
what it
we're
means.
doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like.
Don't know about that. There's a lot of stuff from the Middle and Old Irish can be difficult to truly understand unless you get the perspective of the language at the time and the background behind it. A lot of people trip over that when they go from modern Irish over to Middle and Old English, Middle and Old Irish.
You've lived through more battles than I have.
What's that?
What do you think about Maleshov?
Oh, aye.
What about it? Actually, I'd say it was a success. But I wouldn't call it a clean victory.
What do you mean by that?
Aye.
I've seen all kinds of things. Villages torched to the ground, plundering, extortion, and other godlessness. But that doesn't mean I took part in it, or approved of it.
But we're at war. Don't forget that.
Don't try to lecture me. I was out fighting when you were still just a twinkle in Bradsig's eye. I don't intend to preach about politics. But there's one thing you ought to know.
Not language for the history of the Sudan.
Between a warrior and a murderer.
Dunno. Depends your interpretation and the period. Most of these people who are writing the literature, it depends which version you're talking about and the period it was written in. Because a lot of the time it could be written politically, and then it's for the people perceiving it at the period itself. Obviously we have our own modern interpretation of the Danan, which of course if you're taking it from that perspective, yeah, only the people in the area at the time would understand what the writer's trying to say.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
I think I've been here for a while, Henry. What are you talking about?
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're in, you'll have...
Okay.
I'll be with you.
So that dialogue would die out.
Excuse me.
What I'm saying is the best teachers of history are usually Irish. Wouldn't say that. Just trying to understand the perspective of the mythology. Most of the teachers up in the universities and stuff are very mixed, very much of the high classes of education, like. And it depends which literature you're talking about as well, and what period.
Some of them actually foreign, you know, scholars of like Latin manuscripts and stuff have a better understanding because some of the stories and stuff were written in response, as
yeah.
you know, in attempt to create like an Irish version of that famous Latin tale, or
yeah.
you know, Irish version of what was fashionable at the time. So
yeah.
they might have a better perspective. You know, some of the shit that's happening doesn't make sense in Ireland.
Yeah.
But they just copied it from like somewhere else, you know.
Yeah, because not even all versions to the Danan mythology literature and stuff is written in Irish. Some of it's written in Latin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rosa, wake up. Love you too. See you later. Jeez, Henry's here for a bit of fun. Better close her there. Don't want anyone else touching her in the middle of the night. If I start talking about the Hill of Tarla and Fimakul and stuff to a European, they wouldn't have a clue unless they studied it. Exactly. That's a really important point. So it's a small group of people they're educated on. With the internet now, though, there's a load of people, especially like in Japan. There's a ton of people over here that are mad at. There's more. What's crazy is I've come across more Japanese people that are into Irish mythology than I've come across Europeans that are into Irish mythology. Because most Europeans and stuff are mad into Greek mythology and Roman literature and stuff. Because, you know, this was popular. Where if you take it from a Japanese perspective, you don't know where to start. You don't know which is allegedly the good stuff or the bad stuff. So I've come across more people who because they're coming at it from a non-biased view, they're just like, well, why not read Irish mythology? So they just start reading Irish mythology because the source material is online and it's been translated for them. So they just start reading away. Where in Europe, people are like, oh, well, clearly Greek and Latin mythology is the best, and they just start reading Greek and Latin mythology. Unless you take a step back and say, actually, no, I'm going to read Polish mythology. Most people just default to go to Greek and Latin in Europe, like. And I think it's the same over in America. I've come across a lot of Americans, and they'd be like, what? Ireland has mythology? No way. Do you know, they just think that, what was it, Egyptian, Greek, and Rome mythology is the way forward, like. Oh, what's happening now? More dreams. Can't be a good nightmare, huh? Latin and Greek mythology is kind of, I think Celtic is the most creative and different from other cultures and teachings.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man. War is a nasty business. But I see that no longer bothers you.
They'll shit their pants when they find out some of the barbarians killed. Oh, aye. Based on it, anyway.
You can't kill me.
You're the same as.
But he wrote it as a blur between Pictland as well, because he's got
Oh,
another
yes,
group of
my
people who are
family
based on the
was slain
Pictish
too.
people.
By the Turks. I felt just like you do.
I love Irish
Eric
mythology
went through
over
the
here in
same
the States. There's a
why
huge
I
push
took him
in
in.
Nordic mythology. Yeah, that's become insanely popular recently. Like,
Of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father.
yeah.
Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Aye, he is a funny man. Did you see him in Limerick years back? There's an episode of him in Limerick, and it's only up the road from me, like. Just to have a great time. Oh, was he over in Belfast as well? What was he doing up in Belfast? Was that recently? I think I've seen bits of his recent tour around Ireland. They sent him over to Trinity, and they had this, what was it, one of these radical feminist ones, and Jesus, she bored the ears off him. He was trying to make jokes and stuff, and I don't know if she was having it, like, and it wasn't like, they weren't purposely trying to make fun of each other or anything, like, she was just, I don't know, a bit of a bore, like, loves the old fire. Like 6 years ago, I believe he was drinking Guinness and Harp. Aye, he likes the old Guinness and Harp, doesn't he? He's really good friends with Liam Nielsen as well, so even in his own private time, he'll go over to, what's it called? Chief Rose is up. Hey, Rose, are you awake? Is she always in bed?
No.
She's as bad as my wife. Oh. Oh, I can only learn.
Of course. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free.
You're about the
After
Jin
all,
of
there's
Hackman.
nothing
No,
more
I didn't.
valuable than scholarship. So, what would you like?
Marksmanship.
I'd like you to show me some archery tricks.
In
You shoot like a... Well, a wild woman.
Oh,
I
aye.
prefer the term Amazon.
He's some man.
Teach me.
Listen closely.
I wouldn't say anything
so I
wrong
don't
against
have
him,
to
like,
repeat
wouldn't
myself.
want to disappear. Gene Hackman, the actor, found dead, and his wife, and he's like, jeez, when did this happen?
God bless you.
Was that recently, or was that while I was asleep? 1 second. Oh, fucking hell. 3 days ago. I didn't hear anything about that. That's wild. Yeah, I just got the story up there.
Oh, excuse me.
Boys all in,
Good day to you. Good day.
what are we keeping? Well, it will. Where am I supposed to go? Where's the main quest at? Oh, I meant to write out again. Or is it just going out to this outside the main court?
You have a kind master, huh? What?
You have a kind master, Mo.
I'm sorry.
Someone said his wife found him dead, and she took a load of pills, hit the floor, and the dog ate some, but who knows? It sounds about right.
I don't know, but it wasn't some rabble.
I'll get my clothes cleaned.
What do you need, sir?
I need to take a load off.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath. And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
All right, but money up front.
Yeah, I'll pay no
I'll
problem.
gladly pay you.
All right, then. Let's get to it. Follow me.
That's wild, alright, like.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
Hi.
Christ, pardon me.
Right. Where's Henry supposed to go? After the battle, we have to take care of the wound and rest a bit. Oh, tomorrow, okay. So I have to just chill for a bit. I'm gonna get Henry just to read. Chill out. So I don't think there's any quests or anything we need to get done. I've got books Henry needs to read anyway. He's catching up in his reading. Bum, 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 bum. Life in the tavern. Henry's staying up for the night, doing a bit of reading. I'm gonna make myself a drink. Time we on. Boom. Oh, I've already learned that one. Did the horses at the time have glass windows? When do the glass windows actually come in? That's a good question, because there is glass windows later on, isn't there? See, I was doing early medieval for ages where we don't have glass windows, and now suddenly there's glass windows. And give me a second. 180 they have glass windows. When did they come to Western Europe? 1 second. So they have glass windows in 100 AD. So that would be the going into late antiquity Rome. They have glass windows, which makes sense with the churches. That's why there's always those churches in the east. When do we have glass windows in Western Europe? Those Romans weren't stupid. 17th century. Wow. It took that long to get glass windows from Egypt over to Ireland. So we don't have glass windows until Cromwell. Cromwell coming over with his glass windows just to smash it in front of us. Smash it over our heads. But yeah, we don't get glass windows. So they invented glass windows over in Egypt in 100 AD with the Romans, and they don't make their way over to us until Cromwell's kicking about. That's wild. Where are we? Boom. Yeah, they would have. Like all castles, what did they have to stop the wind and the rain? I think it's the way that the slits were, the windows were designed. So churches and castles had windows first. That must be stained glass windows. They must be talking about clear windows here. Because I can't imagine it waiting all the way up to what's his name? There was window or light tax in the UK. That's yeah, that's going up to the Victorian period. So it does. We do have full on glass windows and stuff when Cromwell rocks up. But we do have. You're right. We do have those church windows. Isn't it stained glass windows? Or is it not? 1 second. 1 second. Oh, so it is stained windows. When do stained glass windows come to Ireland? It still says 1811. With stained glass windows in Ireland in 1811. So strange we don't have stained glass windows until allegedly the 19th century in Ireland, and then we have them in with Cromwell. So we have stained glass windows in mainland Europe since like first AD, but it takes forever to come over here. Like, yeah, he burnt them down. Yeah, Cromwell introduced stained glass glass windows into Ireland to break them. He just like hung them up and went, there you go. Aye. Some out of investigation I have to do there. Why does it say I've already read it when I was here and I didn't? There we go. 1 second, I'll get myself a drink. Well, find the source for the stained and the original glass windows in Ireland. Look, my wife would know all that because she studied bloody castles and stuff in archaeology. Where's my cup? Find my blasting cup. Ah, there it is. They were cold, but they used to have tapestries and all kinds of stuff to keep it warm. And also, what was it? When the Irish lords weren't inside of their great halls and stuff, keeping nice and warm there with the big massive fire and stuff in the middle of the hall. And the big massive cloaks they had, the big massive brat cloaks. They also had roundhouses as well. So a common Gaelic lord had built a roundhouse in his nice little crannog to keep himself nice and warm, because those roundhouses get really warm. They also had the way that they had the heating and the tapestries up around the castle would have kept the castle warm as well. So they would have gone between the way they would have had the heating and, well, they kept the heat in both inside the castle with the big massive fire in the middle of it, and the tapestry around the castle and stuff would have kept the castle warm. And then they obviously had their crannogs as well, the roundhouses to keep warm as well. That's what I thought. Rachel thinks that the castle may have been warmer because of the tapestry, because the tapestry keeps in a lot of heat allegedly. I've been in a roundhouse. I was at and it was in reenactment as well. And Jesus, those roundhouses get really warm and comfortable. I prefer the crannog than I do to the castle. The problem with the castle these days is the castle doesn't have its tapestry up, so it gets really cold. It's just pure stone like. But back in the day, they would have had the floor covered, and they would have had the tapestry up on the wall to keep it nice and warm. But that's what the clans were doing. They started building. They actually were building more crannogs next to tower houses in the late medieval period than they were in the bloody early medieval period when they were using them as fortification. And they were building crannogs for comfort, like. Because the tower house was the defense at the time, so they didn't need crannogs for defense anymore. They were literally there for comfort, like. Well, it's supposed to be. They did, obviously, the 9 Year War. There's good examples of them using it as a fortification, like. just out of necessity. Like Tara wasn't. What do you mean by that? Could you elaborate on that one? By unbanner or burst? Because what was it? The main, I know it was still used as an assembly area a good bit, like, but the main assembly area was moved in what was it, 550 from Tara over to what was it, Clonmacnoise, because they had converted to Christianity. Tara was very much a pagan site, like, and they moved. Oh, did it have a big... Well, that's where you're going into the debate level there. Because Tara wasn't... it doesn't appear that Tara was a city, but people are still debating that one. The way Clonmacnoise was. Clonmacnoise was... The more and more archaeology they're finding in Clonmacnoise, it looks like Clonmacnoise was bigger than people originally thought it was. But, like, back in the day, it wasn't a case of... You had big, massive cities during the early, was it the around 550 to was it 793? You didn't really have, it wasn't centralized, so you didn't have big cities. So you would have had a lot of round forts around the main assembly area. And then obviously once a month or every once in a while they would hold assembly, and then they would go into Clonmacnoise and the various monastic settlements. To do their meetings and run the country and stuff, and then once that was done, then they would go back to their forts again. But then with the arrival of the Vikings, they start to build more urbanized style cities, because before then they had the monastic settlements. Now, if you're going back again to the pagan era, where you had Tara as the main assembly in Ireland, then it's debate what level of urban structure would have had. You know, did they have any form of cities or anything during the Iron Age? In the Bronze Age, Jesus, we're finding loads of huge fortified settlements, like big, massive ones. The Bronze Age is like, there was definitely, we found so much evidence now, we know for a fact there was a Celtic Iberian golden age going on. Like there was, because we're finding similar finds as well in Spain. This is why I was saying about the Tuatha earlier on. Is there appears to be some kind of Iberian Celtic realm that was going between Ireland all the way to northern Spain. And we also have the Malaysians in there as well, as you guys were saying earlier, that there's a good chance that they were Greek. Some people have speculated that they were Spanish. Ireland was huge in the Bronze Age, very well. Yeah, it was insane, like the amount of evidence. Like people now believe that Bronze Age Ireland was the Sea People. There's literature that talks about them being attacked by this group of people called the Sea People. But now they think that they were the Iberian Celtic people of northern Spain and Ireland. And on top of this, Gaelic can also be found in northern Spain. So we cannot find Gaelic in Wales, we can't find it in Brittany, but magically we find it in northern Spain, Isle of Man, Ireland and Scotland. You know, definitely something going on there. Like there was this well put. I wonder, I get confused if Ireland was united or divided at the time. It's confusing because we didn't have centralization, we had decentralization, and we had a decentralization from Gaelic in northern Spain. Yeah. There's a form of Gaelic in the north of Spain with the God, the boys will tell me there what the bloody version of it is there. Let me see. Because if you look up the Celtic languages, northern Spain goes into the Gaelic thing of it. In Spain. Aye, that's the name of it there. But that goes into the Gaelic family of Celtic languages. But where was my bloody train of thought going? Yeah, they found endless amount of gold going back to the Bronze Age, like. And that's why when now people are applying that, they're applying it to the Celtic Iberian conversation of the original Celtic people. But I prefer to say Celtic Iberian, because when you say Celtic to a lot of people, they think you're talking about the group that was immigrating during 300 BC. And Ireland doesn't really fit into that category too much. We do have finds from 300 BC. But I don't like when people start chucking around these umbrella terms like there's no tomorrow. I'd rather them use a Celtic Iberian link between northern Spain to Ireland, like. But I believe that's where the Malaysian, because that dynasty dominates from that period all the way over to 60 AD, when you have the arrival of the Roman mercenaries that help the Gaelic take their, that Gaelic prince take the crown, like. I think northern Iberia was the most Indo-European part of Iberian, although compared to the Gaul of Ireland, it was still less pie. P-I-E. I-E. I mean, oh, right. I was looking at pie. I watched a show the other day about these Celtic hats, and they were real tall golden hats, like a wizard's hat. Yeah, I think it was Celtic Templar did a lot of research recently on the Bronze Age Celtic Iberians. You should definitely go check out his video on that one. I haven't looked it up yet, though. I haven't looked at that yet. My wife Yuki, she's done loads. She absolutely loves Bronze Age Ireland. She actually prefers Bronze Age Ireland over the medieval period, like. Although she does like the Golden Age of Ireland with the monks. She really loves the period of the monks and that, because the literature in that period is so absolutely beautiful, like. I visited Dublin Museum a few weeks back, seen gold mine there from the Viking Age. Yeah, the Viking Age section is absolutely brilliant. That was my favourite section. But you can't beat the fact that, like, the moment you walk in there, you see you're hit with the Bronze Age finds in the middle of the museum. Like, they just found so much of it, like, it was crazy. And what's insane is the fact that you find the same finds in the north of Spain, and on top of that we have the literature with the Book of Invasions that has so many so many similarities. I definitely do believe that there's an influence there. I don't think it's 100%. I do believe that the story changed and may have been manipulated politically for various reasons, but I do believe that there is an influence, that there at some point there was a invasion of some kind from the northern Spain into Ireland, do you know? And that's what causes the Celtic Iberian similarities between both Ireland and the north of Spain that they keep talking about over and over again. Like, even during the period of Robert the Bruce, he talks about that invasion from northern Spain into Ireland, and then from Ireland up into Scotland, like. Although that would have taken from 2800 BC all the way down to 410, when you still see Gaelic groups going into Pickland and stuff, like. Or was it a place it was found? I presume Austria, Switzerland. The Hallstatt culture. You have the Hallstatt influence that comes in, but that's not. The thing is that for a very long people believed that was a Celtic invasion into Ireland, and it ends up there was no Celtic invasion. There is trade coming from Switzerland, and then there is culture similarities then that go from Switzerland over to Ireland, but they're still part of the Q Celtic languages and not the. I'm sure we're the P Celtic languages. 1 second. Yeah, they're the P Celtic languages. So the influence that came from Switzerland to Wales and England is the P Celtic languages, and we're the Q Celtic languages that allegedly came over from Spain, allegedly. But anyway, that's only my interpretation. I don't specialize I'm not linguistic, and I do not. What else don't? Oh, and I don't specialize in Bronze Age, but I do find it very, very fascinating. Like, Especially now that we're finding so much endless amount of Bronze Age finds, like, very difficult not to find it very interesting, like. Why is these things saying that I've already read the book when there's a star on it, like? I think there was an invasion as the Neolithic were wiped out in both Ireland, although probably lesser in the Western Ireland, Connacht, where people may have more Mediterranean. Yeah, you're probably right, like. I'm looking forward to more finds being discovered about all this. It's a very exciting time to be involved with all of it, like, especially now that we've got the DNA. So not only are we getting into a lot of DNA, what was it, archaeological finds going on in that period as well, but you have all the DNA going off as well. So it is a fascinating time to get involved with all of it. Okay, everyone's back to sleep again. Henry sleep for a wee bit. The ancient Celts were very European, nothing quite like the Irish today. Oh, aye. Safe and sleep. Are you talking about the one in 300 BC? Because they proved that didn't happen. Because there's no Irish DNA and there's no change in buildings. As what was it? O'Brien from UCC pointed out, the buildings don't change in 300 BC. So it's most likely that never happened. I think the Gauls were like us today, although I don't think Irish people are as Celtic. Because are you talking about the Gauls as in the P-Celtic group? Because they didn't find any DNA test from the P-Celtic group in us, and they also, obviously, there's influences going on, and there is definitely trade between the P-Celtic group and the Q-Celtic group, but they're two different groups, like, just very, very similar to each other, like. So most likely there was no was a P-Celtic invasion into Ireland from France.
I'm sorry.
Continental kills, yes, but I know what you mean. We probably have 0 continental. Yeah, we have. It's mostly what they are finding is the what are they called? The Q-Celtic group, which is the one from Spain, northern Spain. We found a load of DNA from that one, and it fits in with the literature of the Book of Invasions, like maybe like percentage of Irish people, but we're constantly changing as a race. Yeah, that's very true as well. Although a German and a Swede probably have nothing in common with each other genetically. Well, you have the Germanic group that's up in the northern part of what was it called? Germany, like, with the Germanic DNA structure and stuff that builds up over time. But sure, I'll just play the dirty human race card when I get to lack of understanding. It's okay, guys, we're all the human race after all. We all originate from, what was it, Eve and Adam. Bum, bum, bum. I know it's the Swiss and the Austrians, very similar. Oh, aye. But then they end up start butchering each other in this period, because this period onwards the Swiss and the Austrians start to fight each other like there's no tomorrow. And the Austrians are also fighting everyone. I have to wait for it. It says wait until tomorrow. God, it could have given me more tasks. See if I can sell my stuff.
I'm sorry.
Oh, aye. Let me see if there's anything in the blacksmith.
How'd you feel?
What did you say?
How do you feel?
C'est terrible, mon ami. When the cannon flew apart, I thought we were done for. I am alive. But I feel like all my bones have been ground to dust.
Kubyanka doesn't look too worse for wear.
Because I took the force of the blast for the both of us. I pushed him aside at the last moment.
Aha. How did you know that the cannon was about to burst?
Intuition, mon ami.
Alright.
You what? Ah, this is pointless.
Apparently my... Aye.
Watering, just thinking about them.
Huh.
What did they taste like?
What do you think of Rosa Ruthard? Never met a girl like her before.
What do I know? She's a shikse, so not for me. She's quite comely, but a bit too smart for her own good. A man has to be wary of those, or else he will end up like Adam did with Lilith. Think of the poor fellow who will have her for a wife one day.
Huh. I can imagine it was one of few horned. Aye. So I can get that apple in me. The Celtic invented trousers. No, there's what's it called? There's the Celts had trousers alright and the Romans didn't. But you had that find up in the north, back to the Neolithic era, wasn't it? Where your man's going around in tartan pants. And riveted mail. You're saying chainmail. You're saying the Hollywood way. It's riveted mail. Before they were fashionable. Yeah, they had riveted mail.
You came straight to mind.
What? Christ, you can be a real bitch sometimes.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, they wore riveted mail against the Romans and wrecked them up. But Romans didn't stand a chance.
Hail.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us.
See if there's any clues that she gives us.
Temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
Boom, boom, boom.
Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.
Dum, bum, bum. I'm sure. Give us a second there, and I will look up the earliest finds. Bum, bum, bum.
You again?
Oh.
Are you following me?
God bless you.
Didn't realize she was gonna get caught there. Earliest. Aye, they get quite long, alright, like. Oh, I have to go do that now, is it? Bum, bum, bum.
God bless, good sir.
Yeah, because the earliest trousers are in 3000 BC, and your trawls are 15th century here. I believe they have been worn in the early Roman Britain period. As the old Google machine says anyway.
Excuse me.
What do I have to talk to the boys?
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
Bro, I still wear shorts in the winter.
Welcome to Suckdol, Lord.
Why, do you think you were an old gallo glass of Kern back in the day?
That brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had
maybe
to
Henry should
endure
have taken
from
his arm
Richter and
off.
Kunstadt, your good manners are a
Which painting is that
welcome
one?
change.
I'll do my best to make your involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks. He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Just a beating? What about breaking a finger or two? Or singeing the soles of his feet? You yourself forced me and Capon to do similar things when you brought that captive to Trotsky.
Forced you? Come off it, boy. Should I tell the gentleman here what actually happened?
You just keep your fucking
Bollocks,
gob
it didn't
shut
work.
until someone asks you to squeal.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me
Is
an
there? I don't know if there's a painting for that.
You do know that I am...
Shut your
That's
trap,
in the
Otto.
Roman era.
Right now you're
Let me
nothing.
have a
They
quick
lost most
scan
of
of
your
that
men
one.
at
Boom, boom,
Ravos,
boom.
and the rest croaked to meet at Maleshov. So what do you have left?
Because
A
isn't
nice
that a
coat
Victorian painting?
and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers?
Yeah,
Or to
1852
have
is when
someone
that
to
painting
take
is
care
done.
of the running of conquered fortress?
Class painting.
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet?
I know,
What a
right?
shame that is. I am a pragmatic man. And I'm
They're all
sure
meant to be
we
Czech.
can work something out. But lay
They're all
a
meant to be
hand
Czechs.
on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulitz, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows
Aye.
everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
Okay. We'll
See?
see this one.
Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And we'll also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown
Aye.
is still firmly on Sigismund's head.
And that
Jobst
Jan,
won't find
the
it
most
easy to
famous,
rescue. Although
he's like the
I
equivalent,
expect
he's the
you
Czech
people
equivalent
have
of
no
Michael Collins,
idea
like.
of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the
Oh no, it's the
shit,
other guy, lad.
Lord Trotsnov. In the shit. So,
Although this boy said a bit of fun anyway with the barber.
person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible.
Aye.
Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky,
Are you
you were
switched over to the
carrying
old
a
doggy?
message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I have only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor,
Aye.
and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling. So the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I won't say it. Am I still monetized, am I? Oh, it's a second there.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping.
Oh, we're still good to go.
Is
Just haven't got
royal
bounced in ages. Some streams I'm actually shocked.
If he were to lose his silver,
Last time we got bounced was
he
the
wouldn't be
Finger
able
of
to
God
pay
one.
his
That was
soldiers,
ages. That was on
and would
February
have
17th.
to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborj.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mint master, you must surely know of some way to stop him.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this gun?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Rutards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Rutard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure.
We'll find out now when Henry tries to get in with the old princess again.
The walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
Oh, aye.
That sounds almost too easy.
You took the words out of my mouth. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
Christian of Pisek is the steward at the Italian court. He could help us.
Perhaps. But my brother's never been easy to deal with. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mint Master's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope. It's just that you can't trust him.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well
yeah,
be
of course the Pope is
volunteering
still... Oh,
for
you're talking
you
about the
to
Pope right
take
now?
their
Jesus.
place.
Well,
Yeah, is he still out kicking about?
This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place?
Oh, Jesus, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Or what?
Why not? I had a feeling you were not concerned about a few corpses. At Maleshov, you slaughtered
2 hours
the
ago.
whole village.
His
What
massive
is
company.
one-legged compared to
He
that?
probably passed away 2 hours ago. Jesus, lads.
Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go.
I like that Rosa one.
No
I
one
prefer the
gets-
Rosa one over the big titty one.
Joseph,
Big
cover
titty
thy
one wrecks my
ears.
head.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. And I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send
Oh, it
Catherine there
does.
to have a look.
and then we'll burst in there and cause
You guys just say that.
And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is
That's
a
good
man
old
of the
fart.
cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den.
Finn, why'd your message get removed? What you do now?
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
Man, I'm getting sick of the amount of Irish people that are complaining about Rachel not being able to pronounce Hiberno English words. She was grand with the Irish, but because Hiberno English, you have to be an Irish local to be able to pronounce half the words. God's sake. And I hate the way Irish people just assume why can't the whole world be able to pronounce Hiberno English, huh? It's not like it's a fucking words we just make up as we go along, like. Is the game based on a book? No, it's just based on actual events. What we do once we're inside. What have been
Alright, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then?
Who's quarter Hungarian?
What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that. Me? You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
Yeah, I think she is as well.
Expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon.
Why are you looking to steal
the whole place will
Rachel away from her partner?
Even notice.
Aye.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Yeah, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him.
17 got to do it, stealing wives and stuff.
Right.
It's the perfect age to start robbing people's wives.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know.
When did I start stealing? Are you talking to me?
Show Henry the way if
I
you
don't
like.
steal. Henry
No
steals.
offense,
I don't
lady,
start stealing.
but
I've never
safe
stolen
with
anything.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Ruthard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Ruthard Palace. You want Ruthard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town.
Oh-ho.
There's no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
Well, that's that then. Let's get to work.
Henry bringing the missus with him. Come here, you. Hi. See if she says anything. Or, oh no, she doesn't have her dialogue highlighted yet. Oh, we do have to click her for the mission. Hans.
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
Oh-ho.
Lucky me.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
You're observant. When they captured Pa,
God, she's
von
cranky
Berghoff's
this
people
morning.
stormed into Rutard Palace.
We'd have
He
to
didn't
give her
come
our
to capture you
porridge.
personally.
No. And that really suited his people. They grabbed whatever they could get their hands on. After what you did to Maleshov, we may have lost everything we had.
How do we even get inside Rutard Palace?
We play half sword when
midnight, you
it's
climb onto the battlements,
Whoa!
turn
What's
on
half
your heel
sword?
3 times,
Let me
say
look
the
at
magic
this.
formula, and it'll open up.
What?
I've told you, haven't I? Via the secret passage. I know where the entrance is, so all you have to do is come with me.
Oh.
Are you ready to go?
There's no
I
point
thought the
in
game was
dallying.
already out, no? 2025. I've seen people play it. I thought everybody was playing it. Looks class though. Hi.
Alright, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl.
Little girl.
But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero. But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first.
Right, let's follow her ass. As we say in Breton law. Reputation went good though.
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passage
They get one out of torches
In the
as
cellar,
well.
conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously.
What? Are you getting one of those people from Essex in? Are you mad? What was it? Conor O'Brien is the rightful claim over Ireland right now, doesn't he? Down in Clare. Because he's the and he gets a nice little paycheck as well, like. And he has even been crowned King of Ireland, although he has to sell a lot of property these days to keep up with his taxes and that, and gets involved with
Startled me.
tourism
Anyway,
side of things.
What's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death.
Oh yeah.
There was nothing we
My
could
mate
do.
in Donegal
That's
says
when he
it's
was
a
captured
Portugal
by
man
von Berghoff.
named
Since
Hugh O'Neill.
then, he's not
Oh, well, that's your
comfortable.
mate from Donegal. What's your mate in Donegal know? I'm only
I was a
joking.
silly goose to
But
bring it
it
up.
should be. Right now it's recognised that Conor O'Brien is the rightful king right now. I know there's other lads as well claiming that they're the king of Ireland and all this stuff. But technically right now, it's Conor O'Brien should be the rightful king of Ireland. Aye.
Everything
He's
alright?
not Conor O'Brien, is he?
Don't you
Let's
see how
see.
deep
Let's
it
see
is
when we
under
go back to
us?
feudalism. The two boys are battering each other's heads.
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. Well, you said it was hardly knee-deep. Is that how you carry a lady, you oaf?
Well, don't complain. No one ever taught me how to do it.
And it shows. Oof. Be careful.
It's just a short way. Hang on.
Is there a proper way to do that?
Oof. Well, you could have been gentler, but I suppose I should be glad you got me here in one piece.
Well, I messed all that up. If we really would talk about claims, last High King was O'Connor. No, it's Brian O'Neill. Sure, I did an entire video on it, and that's what was it called?
Voices. Looks like we've got company, and not welcome company, I reckon.
And that's not if you're not including all the foreigners that then took the title of King of Ireland afterwards. I think the Irish Republic had thing for clans and titles. Although now you're getting mixed up with late medieval stuff, because you're going into the period of clans and Taoiseachs when you start going into the late medieval period, because there's a switch between the Tuatha and the kings and stuff, and then as we go into the 15th century, which is this era, you're then dealing with the clans and the head of the clans, the Taoiseachs, which we still have today, by the way. We still have Taoiseachs today. In fact, we still vote for Taoiseachs in the assembly. Shit. What are you doing, woman? This place is wrecked already.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
If you say so.
Gotta go murder for the lady.
Hide. Got it?
All right.
I swear Henry
now
better
turn
get in
around
there.
so you can't see up my skirt.
God damn it.
Right then.
How's the Henry supposed to get in there?
Rosa can aim well.
Right, so the sword is still overpowered right now, so we'll go in there and just chop them up.
Sucker. Rosa? Show Rosa!
Wait, what did he just die of? A heart attack?
What do you want?
Where are these boys coming from? My helmet on properly. What's that hacking up the stairs?
Show your stuff!
It's awkward going up the stairs. Alright. What's going on?
I'm all yours!
Bloody, I can't see the thing going up the stairs. There we go. Got him good! I got him anyway. What am I supposed to do now? Hop in through the window or something? Oh, well, they're closed. 1 second.
Hey, Henry!
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you alright, Henry? I think I hit one too.
Nice shot.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there...
Oh, you're talking about that
I
one.
barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for
The
a while.
War of the Three Kingdoms with, what was it? Cromwell and all that. But they were taking on more, what's it called, roles at that point. There we go, I'm inside.
What a mess.
Let's take on the sword. Whoopsies. Hi, she's back in the mill. I was never a fan of her. Are you into... Did you prefer Trish, did you?
Show you. That hit home.
There you go.
Come on then.
Get my breath back for a second. Oh, he dropped his weapon. It's not good for him.
Take that.
Right. Guys, breaking beggars around here.
Pigs. Let me come in. What's that sound?
They weren't that great, like.
Rosa? It's me.
For the girl he liked at the start, the brave mate. I
All of them.
like the old local girl, yeah?
It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
Ah, sure, it was wrecked. You don't want to clean this place up, like.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore.
I better change the
behaving like
big Hungarian flag on him.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
That's nice. But no one can get back my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. Some of them are maybe worth more than this entire place.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true.
The Czechs have, what was it, the Hallstatt
I want to
wave.
ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court, and God forbid you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us.
The Boyer clan.
The silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you
Yeah,
very long anyway.
perhaps. I don't know, I didn't do
We'll
Henry's
either leave
DNA
the
test.
Italian court with the lords, or
not at all.
Oh, nice, got it.
Are you mad at me because of what happened at Maleshov?
Am I mad? Not exactly. I just thought you were different. That you wouldn't stoop to the level of those, well, Ziska and the devil.
I'm sorry I let you down.
Want to get in there,
That's a
lads?
good start.
An apology is hardly enough for you to forgive me, I know. But I'd like to prove to you that I'm not like that. And I never will be.
Thank you for your candor. If you get the king's silver,
Oh, that worked.
my father and I will have to hide.
Oh,
Leave
aye.
the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Oh, we'll try this one.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice, but there's nothing left here anyway. We've lost everything.
Let's try again there. We have to get in there, lads. I slightly bugged out there. It's just two of her now. Oh, I find out now in a sec. Go on, Henry.
You'll be all right.
Oh, aye. Oh, he's getting in there.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this.
It's the blood of the bandits, huh?
Seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non in moro.
She's all fancy, isn't she?
Forward, Sir Knight.
Oh, 6 hours! I thought they were meant to be doing other jobs, huh? Six o'clock in the morning as well.
Following me?
You follow it, the first thing over remote.
Lady? Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look. You know about yesterday evening? And night?
What about it?
I thought maybe you want to talk about it.
Do you think there's anything to talk about?
Well, what's next for us?
Nothing, most likely. I'm Lord Rutard's daughter. Our name still means a lot, despite all the trouble we're in. When my pa is free and an opportunity presents itself, I'll have to get married.
Has your father already picked a groom for you?
Not yet, but I know how it goes. If I'm lucky, I'll marry a young nobleman and soon bear him a bunch of children. And if I'm really lucky, they'll find me some old man who will drop dead before we even leave the church.
He did.
I'll marry you then.
What?
If we can free your father, I could ask him for your hand in marriage. Even under threat that he'll go back under lock and key if he refuses.
I don't think he'd allow it either way. Lord Ruthard's daughter, and the bastard son of the Lord of Skalitz, who was driven out of his estate by Sigismund himself. That's not going to happen. Although, our plan may very well fail, and no one might survive. Why throw something nice away prematurely? You know, carpe diem et memento mori.
Well, if that's how you feel.
Jesus. Talk about shot down. Like, she had a bit of fun and she's like, alright, out of the bed. Jesus. Remember some chick did that to me? I was fucking like, Jesus Christ. Dirty feckers. Anyway, I'll be off. No breakfast roll for you. Jesus Christ. Henry, is that my main I have to reset all my armor. You think they would have put my armor back on? Sick, it's so frustrating. What was it? No, I don't want that. Where's my sword? No, stuff. Yeah, I can have that one with that one. And then I can put the... Oh, that's your problem. Right. Let's put everything on properly. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Henry, where's your kit? Where's your clothes, Henry? There, dear. This one helps bring up all my stuff. Alright, now I can put stuff on properly. This way. And then I could shove that one. I'm sure that's got the higher too. People be sleeping. No, just Henry be sleeping what was going on. And what else am I blasting around doing? Shove that on top. Get that in there. Shove the helmet on. Anything else we need? Bum, bum, bum. Didn't O'Neill's pikemen have pistols like Henry? No, you're talking about the it's way later on. So what was his name? O'Neill's new book covers all that stuff, but I'm sure that's much later on. That's the one. That's the one. These ones. you just pure sharpshooters on? Oh, this is true. I thought I had level 3 of those. Pike and shoot tactics. Oh, I of the just going into the early modern period. I think that might be what I need. Oof, oof. Let's see, is that everything? I just need to equip my dagger. Where did Henry put his dagger? Bam, 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 bam. Back up to the weapons. I can equip the right weapons on. Do I now have a dagger? Do I have a dagger? Yeah, there it is. Boom, boom. Put on our dueling sword. Then we have a shield. Put that there. We have the dueling sword is there. We have this one. Then we have our gun. There we go. Fair enough, boys. It's all done up, all sexy and fancy. Aye. There she is, sexy Henry, back and dressed. I don't know why he took his clothes off. Crazy man. Looks more sexy with on. That's why she probably rejected him. Why is everyone here now? Did they all hear what I woke up to last night?
Good morning, Godwin.
I won't be teaching me a lot of stuff right now. Who am I talking to? Alright, no one's here to chat. There's Hans. Jesus Christ. Everyone's fucking. It's amazing when you think about the Irish continental warfare after the flight of the Euros in Greece. I was listening to Australian singer called. Oh, aye. There he is. There's the boy. Oh, potion. Look at that. Is that for me? Bum, bum, bum. Cheers, boys. Anything else for me?
Good morning, Adder.
You boy, my savior! You free me from Snox. I never forget this. Janos will repay you.
Do you have any specific reward in mind?
Hey, hey. You listen close.
I'm listening.
Really?
Aye, really.
You want my sausage? You never find better.
What sausage?
What are you blabbering about? What sausage?
Let's find the sausage game, huh?
Full of goodness. Maybe not smell so good, but taste good when you hold nose.
Please tell me you're talking about food.
Yeah, I talk about sausage. What else? Janos's sausage. Ah, I see. You think I mean
that's what I was thinking.
huge salami in my hose, eh? He's not for just anybody. Me? I am decent Christian.
I'll take it.
You will not be sorry. Come back when it is nice and firm. It melt in your mouth. You see?
Firm? Well, all right. You told me to come back for sausages. So here I am.
No hurry, eh? Sausages not grow on trees. Come back when they're ready.
Alright. Talk to the man himself.
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Maleshov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head, too. just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice shot. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mint Master's key.
Boom, 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 boom. Toria now tours in. Right, I will save up there anyway. It's a real shame they won't make a co-op. Man, I would love co-op, and also, well, that's where Bannerlord comes in. We'll see what we can do with Bannerlord, with all that mod and all that stuff that's happening over there. Yeah, so cheers, thanks everyone for coming today. This weekend we are doing Did Africa Exist in the Medieval Period? Since there's people out there that actually believe that Africa didn't exist. So we'll be covering all that. And also, what else will I be doing? I'm looking to finish up my video on the Butler Ormond, what was it? Yeah, the Butler Talbot feud. I'm still writing the script on that, and we'll see what we can put together for that one. But yeah, that's the next video I want to cover and do. So my aim is to have that out for the weekend, the Butler Talbot feud, and we'll see what else I can do. Other than that, lads, thanks very much, and also don't forget that we're going to be starting the Viking. I did the introduction this week, and which is on my Patreon, by the way. That's free on my Patreon, that introduction class. But we'll get into the meat of the actual class itself next week. And you'll be able to catch up with that as well if you pay for the classes. That's 20 quid a month to do Viking Age Ireland courses. So if you want to know everything there is to do with the Viking Age in Ireland, I'll be covering that from March, starting this week, all the way up to July 5th. So from March to July 5th, I will be doing a rake of classes on Viking Age Ireland for only 20 quid a month. So that's going for 4 months. So that's not bad. Other than that, lads, thanks very much, and slán go bhfuil.